Okay, today I'm going to discuss about the consolidation and the compressibility of the soil. Okay, so what is compressibility? It is actually the capability of the soil to decrease its volume. Okay, whenever there is certain change in the volume of soil mass occurs due to some mechanical load, that is termed as compressibility. Okay, and what is consolidation? It is the compression of the saturated soil mass under steady pressure. Okay, and the consolidation usually happens due to the expulsion of water from the pores of the soil mass. Okay, so here I have explained why in both the cases actually changes in volume is taking place, and that happens due to these reasons. One is the compression of soil mass and the expulsion of pore water, like pore air, like we discussed in the compaction. Then expulsion of pore water, that is the second cause for the change in the volume, and then third will be due to the plastic rearrangement of the soil solids. Okay, so actually you can define or classify compressibility into two parts. One is called the initial compression, or that we generally in general term we call it as compaction, and another one is the consolidation. Okay, so in compaction what happens is, this is initially whatever the settlement of the soil mass occurs due to the increase in pressure because of some loading, that happens because of the extraction of the air that is present in the voids of the soil mass. So this happens instantaneously as soon as the load is placed. All the air present in the void is expelled out, and then the soil will settle and the volume will decrease, and that is called the initial compression or compaction. And the consolidation is actually because of the longer duration, more static load, and it's a gradual process. Okay, when you compare it with that of the compaction or initial compression. So consolidation can be primary or secondary. So primary is due to the expulsion of pore water under sustained loading, and that is a gradual process. And secondary consolidation, when all the water in the voids have been expelled out, then the load still continues, right, for a longer duration, and then the soil will settle after a long duration of that static loading. That is not because of the expulsion of water, right? Because the water, all the water present in the void has already been expelled out. So now the settlement or consolidation happens due to the plastic readjustment of the soil solids only. Okay, so this is a very long process, and secondary consolidation can continue for 100 years or 200 years or even more than that, right? So this consolidation, whole of the concept of consolidation and the theory was explained by Terjaghi. So according to Terjaghi, the definition of consolidation is given as every process enduring or decrease in the water content of a saturated soil without replacement of water by air, okay, is known as consolidation. That means when the consolidation happens because of expulsion of all the water from the voids are not replaced by the air. Right, so that is the consolidation as per Terjaghi. And Terjaghi has explained this consolidation by his spring analogy analysis, and this is how he explain the consolidation actually happen in the soil mass and practical case in the field. Right, so this is the figure. So this is a spring he has taken, and then he has put on some weight, and under the loading the height of the spring initially is Z0. Then he increased the load by delta W, that is increase in load, and when the load is increased, then the spring will compress like that, and the height will reduce to now Z1. Right, now he placed the whole arrangement inside a container and filled that with water, and then he provided an outlet here. And initially he kept that valve of the outlet closed. Okay, he closed the valve of that outlet. So again he placed the same weight, initial weight and increase in weight, and as long as the valve of the outlet is closed, he saw that the height of the soil must remain same. It does not compress. Okay, because even though there is an increase in load, since the water is not allowed to expel out from the outlet, water being incompressible, it will not, the spring is not allowed to compress, so height remains the same. And the moment the valve is turned on and the water is allowed to expel out, the spring will compress and the height will reduce to Z1. Right, So what he wants to explain from this experiment is that he is comparing the salt solid in the filled condition with the spring, and the whatever water he put in the container, that is the pore water pressure that is present in the filled in the salt mass, and that valve he has provided in the outlet pipe, that is compared with the permeability of the salt mass, right? So when the initially when the whole system is placed in the air, and then that settlement or compression is free, then the total stress in the salt mass will be the effective stress plus pore water pressure. So pore water pressure is the stress taken up by the pore water, and effective stress is the stress taken up by the salt solids only. So when there is no water and the load is increased by delta W, then all the load is taken up by the spring. That means the spring is here is compared with that of the salt solids, right? Has compared the salt solid with the spring. Okay, so spring is compared with the salt solid. So all the load is taken up by the salt solid. So total stress in that salt mass will be the effective stress. Since there is no water, so pore water pressure will become 0. And in the second case, when the valve is closed and water is not allowed to escape out, all the load is now taken up by the spring, and since the water is incompressible, so here all the load is or stress is taken up by water, so the spring is not getting compressed, means it is the solid is not taking up any stress. So here the effective stress taken up by the solid will be 0. So the total stress in that particular salt mass in this case will be taken up only by water. So that will be equal to pore water pressure. Total stress will be equal to pore water pressure. And in the last case, when the water is allowed to escaped out, all the stress because of the increase in load is now borne by the spring, and as a result the spring gets compressed. So in that case the total stress will be the effective stress, that is the stress is all transferred to the salt solids, and then in that case the pore water is all expelled out, so pore water will not borne or bear any stress. So pore water pressure will be 0. Is it okay up to here?